So, I'm here in New York City. Love coming to this place. I mean, the old school tradition, all different kinds of food, especially some of my favorite Italian. Now, I'm in the East Village, and I hear that there's an Italian joint that's been open for 103 years. 103 years? I gotta see this. This is John's of 12.
Veal Meatballs.
One of the best traditional Italian foods in New York.
Bruschetta, getting out.
Whenever I'm in the mood for Italian, this is where I'm coming.
For the pappardelle, homemade pappardelle.
I mean, come on, 103 years old?
Well, they must be doing something right.
I love that it's real when it's the way it was.
The way it started when John Pucciatti opened the joint in 1908, and the way it still is today.
Might even be something like out of a Scorsese movie.
Starring a couple good fellas, Nicky Sid Nicky and Mikey Alpert. It's Nicky in the front.
Manja, manja, manja.
And Mikey in the back.
We got carbonara and sausage and peppers up on the tray.
Nikki and Mikey, they're like a married couple at this point. They've been together for so long.
Table number 4.
Okay, got it.
Just go out the door, it'll be great.
How long have you guys had it?
Beginning of 1973.
Were you guys in the restaurant business at all?
No.
Never.
Stockbrokers together.
I say, Mikey, you want to buy a restaurant with me?
And I go,
You go.
Yeah, why not?
That's it, except they had to learn how to run it.
I said, I'll go in there, I'll learn how to cook. So I went in the kitchen, I learned.
From the restaurant's original cookbook.
Passed down to us from John to John's son from 1908 from Bavaria, Italy, in Umbria. Did not change a thing.
Anyone who's Italian is going to recognize something on the menu and say, I used to have that when I was a kid.
Veal meatballs, polpetto di vitellos.
John's makes the best meatballs I've had since my mother-in-law made them.
Cannot duplicate it anywhere other than John's.
What are we making?
Petto di vitello, which is veal meatballs. We make it right in the house.
Vitello.
Yeah.
I said that right?
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, you sure did. We're gonna chop up some veal.
It's frozen.
Correct.
Give me back the money, owe me, you lousy piece of...
Put it on a tray.
So by having the veal meat cold, it's not gonna gum up. You all hear me
Exactly. We actually coming out. Hey. Fresh veal, unadulterated.
Didn't adultify this at all.
Adultify this at all. First thing we're gonna do, we have a loaf of Italian bread. You clean everything off it so you're left with the white bread. Dump it in here, the milk.
Incorporating moisture into it because the veal's kind of lean.
Has a bland taste. That's why it picks everything up. This is an egg. Now we got 2 eggs. We combine everything, we marry it. We're done. We're done with this, okay, now.
Okay, now what?
Yeah, after this, I get a towel. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I feel special, you know? This is incredible, man. Pecorino.
The sheep's cheese.
We take that, chop scallions. Now, the caramelized onions have been cooking overnight. Dump that in, right?
Some nice sugar there.
Worcestershire sauce, basil, dried oregano, salt to taste. We go 1, 2, 3. We're done with that. We do pepper, 1.5.
No 2 tree?
No 2, 3. Then we have minced garlic. Then we mix the whole thing up with our hands.
You feel like you're right in the middle of an old New York mob movie. You're either gonna love the meatballs or we're gonna miss you.
Drop the veal and then the mix.
This is Marsala wine and mantequilla, butter.
You want Spanish on me?
Spanish, Italian, Jewish, don't matter. It's the good stuff.
Hit it.
Let's do it. We should take some breadcrumbs. You can go like this. Hopefully it'll work into a nice, tight mixture. Okay.
Now we're ready. Now we form it into balls.
We're gonna bake these on a cookie sheet.
You guys make cookies here?
It's now a meatball sheet. Anybody who doesn't like it, let them talk to Guy, you know? We're gonna take the homemade marinara sauce. We're gonna coat the cookie sheet, which has now become a meat sheet.
Great, so let's keep these going and then we'll put them in the oven.
You got it.
Excellent.
The meatballs have been cooled down for a while. Now we're gonna prepare them for table service. A little olive oil, butter, Marsala wine in. This gives us the caramelization. The meatballs. This meatball's giving me trouble. What's the story, Guy? All right, now...
Talking to the meatballs. Smells killer. They ready?
They're absolutely ready. We're gonna take them. We're gonna put a dollop of the marinara sauce on the plate. 1, 2,
Who's showing off?
3, 4. Freshly chopped basil. It's good to go.
I'm gonna tell you something. That is one tender meatball. Incredibly flavorful. And this Marsala, that little bit of sweetness on the outside, never have I had an all-veal meatball. This is the way to do it.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice
thank
job.
you.
103
Thank you
years
very
old?
much.
Wouldn't be able to tell.
There we
Doesn't
go.
look a day over 90.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's just outrageous. The way the meat is unbelievable.
They're so good, it's almost like a little sweet. Then you taste the veal.
A
But the true test is how they handle the pasta.
There's nothing like fresh homemade pasta.
You know, the greater New York area has one of the most eclectic mix of foods you can find anywhere. I mean, you name it, they got it. So when you're rolling out of Manhattan over the Williamsburg Bridge, you can expect to find some, hold it, exactly, some good old Southern food with a twist. This is Pies and Thighs.
Pulled pork and baked beans.
What they're doing is amazing.
Chicken and waffles.
Hey, it's Brooklyn. Everything goes here.
Just ask the president of Brooklyn, Marty Markowitz.
So many of the innovative chefs have set up shop right here, like Pies and Thighs.
And for the record, this place has 3 of them. Sarah Sine, Carolyn Bain, and Erica Geldsaler.
You got a food school graduate, a culinary school graduate, and a
Crimson,
Harvard
go
graduate.
Crimson.
And a Harvard graduate. How long have you been in business together?
6 years.
How do you describe the food?
Classic American with a strong Southern influence.
The best biscuits in the country.
My favorite pulled pork sandwich in New York.
What are we gonna make?
We are seasoning this pork shoulder for the pork sandwich.
Let's start off with the dry rub.
Paprika, cayenne.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
Oh, really?
Brown sugar, black pepper, kosher salt. We got our rub.
What are you doing?
I have a little sink under here.
That's awesome. What other little mystery items do you guys have around here? I'm gonna go downstairs and get something.
Secret doors. Yeah. I seasoned the pork with salt, pat the spice mixture.
Is this an MJ thing you got going right now? One glove? Hey, let's go to the smoker.
I should have. We're gonna smoke it at 200 degrees for 9 to 10 hours. Ready?
Let's see it.
All right, because I'm just taking them out really gently. We're gonna shred it for serving.
We're gonna shred it?
This is the good stuff. These are the drippings.
Wow.
Yeah. Marinate the pulled pork. So we're gonna make the pork sandwich.
Okay.
Coleslaw.
Wow.
Classic pickle. Get the pork on there. A little peppered vinegar.
Oh, Carolina style.
Put it together for you.
Oh, not over smoked, not overdone. Pork super tender, nice bark, nice crust, not pulled too thin, so you still get some really good texture. And that vinegar with the pepper at the end, dynamite. Real deal.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Pulled pork sandwich.
The flavor's fantastic.
I love how the bottom of the biscuit gets soggy by the end of the thing. You switch over to the fork and knife.
Yeah.
And the pies, out of this world.
And what they're doing with pies, they're doing with thighs.
This is the best chicken you're gonna get in New York.
On a plate, a biscuit, or a waffle.
Chicken and waffles.
If you're here, you must try this dish.
We're gonna make our seasoning for the chicken.
No salt?
That's gonna be in the brine.
We're seasoning it first, then brining it?
It's another unoff.
Hang on.
We do it this way. I think it really sticks to the skin. We're gonna see.
All right.
We're gonna taste it.
All right.
It's gonna be good. So I'm adding paprika,
Copious amounts of cayenne again.
ground black pepper. Get a little bit on all sides. And then we're just gonna cover it with the sugar and salt brine.
How long are we gonna brine this?
24 hours.
Now into the
all-purpose flour.
Just flour.
Shake it up. And take it to the fryer.
I will forewarn you.
We're gonna need a bigger waffle maker. Yeah. Thank you. Just load it up with our buckwheat waffle batter.
You should just glop it in there. Let me get you a snow shovel.
Okay, our waffles are ready. On my cutting board.
Okay.
Cinnamon butter. Blueberry compote. And this is just fresh blueberries lightly cooked with a little bit of sugar.
And that's all she wrote.
Chicken and waffles.
Not oily at all, not too heavily battered. Good fried chicken.
Thank you.
When the chicken is this tender, you get all of that fry coming with it. That's crunchification right there. I'm gonna dig over here. I have to say that that is the most savory combination of chicken and waffles I've had. Let's go fried chicken. Nice job.
Thank you.
Chicken and waffles.
That crust is so sweet and the chicken is so tender.
On par, if not better, than what my grandmother used to make.
The waffles, wow. Amazing.
You know, one of my favorite parts of Triple D is the family joints. Not just the joints that families go to, but the places that are run by families. So I'm here in Syracuse, New York, right on the city line and about 1.5 miles away from the fairgrounds, to check out a joint that's run by a Polish family that immigrated to the States in '88. This is Eva's.
Karolina, mi pierogi. There's kind of a magic that happens when you walk in the door.
Feel like you're in a piece of Europe.
Kopytka.
It's a love affair with Polish food.
And Eva Zaczynski is the matchmaker, with some help from her daughter Carolina and son David.
It's just like being in another world.
A lot like the Polish farm Eva grew up on. In 1997, she opened this joint and brought that experience to the locals.
Placki, łąbkis, kapusta, kiełbasa.
So what are we gonna make?
We're gonna make placki ziemniaczane. Potato pancakes.
Potato pancakes?
Potato pancakes.
Potato pancakes, okay. Right now, it looks like we're making potato applesauce. All I'm seeing is mush.
They're gonna be good, I'm telling you.
We've been to a lot of places doing a lot of different types of food,
Yes,
but
and-
this is the first time anybody's been in snakeskin kitchen pants.
Oh, cheap.
Yes, you foxy lady. You like to party?
I do like party, why not? Onion.
All of this for the pancake.
Yes.
An egg to work as binder.
Yep.
Okay.
Little pepper.
Little pepper.
And
Little seasoning.
spices, yeah. Little salt. Sorry. Little flour.
All that comes together.
You're all set.
All right, what are we making now?
Making Hungarian sauce.
Who?
Hungarian sauce.
I don't speak Polish, I'm not deaf.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Hungarian sauce!
Now we're gonna add the ground beef.
Okay, so now the meat's brown.
Now we're gonna put in the pot. Then we're gonna put a little bit of oil, and they're gonna put onion, peppers, and the garlic. Now we're gonna put the fried peppers with the onion and garlic to the ground beef. Next, we're gonna do diced tomato puree. We'll mix it a little bit. So then we're gonna paprika, cayenne,
Chili flake?
pepper, salt, some spices.
Okay, so how long is this gonna cook?
An hour.
And then we're gonna put that over the top of the potato pancakes.
Yes. Put some oil on.
Oh, there we go.
It's two.
Flip them.
One moment. Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Two.
They're beautiful.
I know.
And that's one order right there.
Only one order.
A little sour cream on top of that.
Yes.
Wow. That's really nice comfort food. Potato pancake, nice little crisp outside, tender on the inside. And then this gravy, a little bit of spice to it. Oh, great.
Good. Thank you. Hungarian placki, honey.
Oh, that looks great. I love to order these during the winter, or like when it starts to be fall time. Oh, they're so good. Just all great. The fresh food, the presentation.
Doesn't get any better.
That's it. It's the real deal.
This is Easter, this is Christmas, this is everything rolled up into one. We'd probably move from Syracuse if it weren't for this.
Really? Here I am, East Amherst, New York, about 20 miles from downtown Buffalo, to visit a place that's been voted best burgers 3 years running. Now, that's enough of a reason to visit a joint, right? But get this, there's a kicker. This place was actually the old hunting lodge for Grover Cleveland. You know, Grover Cleveland, the president? Isn't that cool? Here we are at Grover's.
Coming out up on a cheddar burger.
Huge, it's like a sewer lid on a bun.
Big Bruiser. That is a big burger, yes.
Steak sandwich with onions and peppers, fantastic.
Medium wings.
Parmesan cheese really mellows out the heat.
Where'd you learn all that?
Your shows.
Anything Georgina has on the menu is good.
That'd be Georgina Hartman.
Cheddar cheeseburger medium. Well, I was working in the kitchen when I was 15.
Back when her mom, Joni, opened the place.
Well, thank you so much for coming again.
Were the burgers always the size of
We always
manhole
did.
covers?
Medium well cattleman burger. The cattleman is bacon, the barbecue, cheddar cheese. And then we have Swiss mushroom.
And their best seller,
The Bruiser.
The Bruiser?
Juicy, the onions are great. I mean, it's good.
This is an
80/20
80/20 certified Angus ground beef. We don't season it. We don't put anything on it. I'm just gonna grab a ball here.
What size patty are we making?
About 12 ounces for the Bruiser burger.
The size of a brain.
We tend to give more than we're supposed to.
Do you give them a prize, a t-shirt, or anything if they finish it?
We've had a couple people eat 2 of these, and it's always the people that are about my size, about that big.
Mm-hmm. That high metabolism.
That's right. So that looks pretty good to me right now.
I want you guys to hear the sound. That's scary.
We're gonna saute some onions with this oil so it's not dry and we don't stick. We're gonna put the onions on. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of butter here. Salt and pepper. Let those brown up. Now we can put the burger in.
Drop it from way up and let it just go whack. How long does that take to cook that?
Well, we want medium rare, so I'm gonna guesstimate probably about 3 to 4 on each side. Put a little butter on the bun.
Wow.
Put a little flip here. Now I'm gonna get a little Cajun,
Now what's in the Cajun spice?
cayenne paprika, black pepper, and garlic.
Got it.
Put the onions on top. Now the Roquefort crumbly blue cheese. And then Grover's, we overdo everything. Then on the top, a little quick steam up here.
Like it.
And in 1 minute, you're gonna be eating the Bruiser. You want me to put a napkin in?
You have like a bed sheet or something here that's available? Wow, that's a big burger. This is the best part about this. Flat tops have a very distinct style about them, especially when you got a good amount of fat. It creates this crunchy texture. I like Roquefort cheese, I like onions, but there's no way I could eat that whole thing.
The people that are this big, those are the people that can eat too.
Absolutely impossible. Is that enough burger? I mean, you guys are from Texas.
Way too much for me, but it is excellent.
Putting on a Bruiser.
and that's only one of a dozen they're cranking out.
Here's your blue burger
A lot of beef, a lot of blue cheese, right on the money.
and your cheeseburger.
Burgers are huge, they're juicy. It's really just an amazing burger place. We've been coming here for
18 years.
For the burgers
Coming down with bacon.
and a whole menu of homemade comfort food.
Meatloaf with fries.
We always have the wings.
Single order of medium wings.
And get a load of this one.
Cheeseburger soup.
Yep, cheeseburger soup.
It's just what it says it is. Cheese broth with large chunks of burger in it. Excellent.
I got a bowl of cheeseburger soup.
not having to worry about the bun and all that kind of stuff. It's just fantastic.
Tastes like a cheeseburger in a bowl.
Okay, now I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
First thing we do is put in the wonderful butter. Let this soften up a tad. All right, now you can give me the onions.
Got it?
We have to wait now for these to sweat out.
Sweat those down, turn them translucent. And now, here's the new burger that they're serving here at Grover's. This is the 4-pounder. See, this is a great move. You get some of that charred texture that you get on flat top.
Yeah.
So, you glaze the pan?
With water.
And then I'm going to put my chicken base in there. Next, half and half.
Okay.
Could you pass the slurry, please?
Is that a flour slurry or a...
Yes, flour and water. Now we'll put in the cheese sauce.
I thought it was mustard, and I'm like, I don't know how possible you could put that much mustard
You thought
in.
it
But
was mustard?
who made this recipe up?
Actually, I did. I just played with it, and this is what happened. Now we put in that wonderful burger. Next, lettuce.
We're really gonna put lettuce and tomato in this.
Yes, we are. Is there lettuce on a cheeseburger?
Well, I know there is, but
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
And lastly, the tomatoes. We mix it all together, and we're all done. Ready to taste it.
This is crazy. It smells like cheeseburger.
Here's to ya.
No way. This is, no kidding, liquid cheeseburger. Super flavor. I mean, it's really awesome. Not too cheesy. Right size of tomato. And you know what makes it? The lettuce. That little bit of sweetness to it.
Glad you're enjoying it.
This is like my 19th spoonful. But it's so delicious.
I love it, and it's wonderful.
1 cup of cheeseburger soup.
Look at that monster bite. What do you got for me? 2 thumbs up? You heard it right from him.
And there's a cheeseburger soup for you.
I don't think we could ever copy this.
We split it if you want to have some wings too.
Medium wings.
Invented in Buffalo, but Grover's has taken it to a whole nother level.
Out of everything, what's your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say the wings.
When we come back.
That's really good.
Okay, 1 Bruiser and a medium hamburger.
At Grover's in East Amherst, New York,
How was everything?
Joni Hartman and her daughter Georgina are cranking out the burgers,
Cheddar burger.
big plates of comfort food,
Meatloaf with fries.
and hey, since they're just 20 miles from Buffalo,
Wings up.
they're doing what they gotta do.
Invented in Buffalo, but Grover's has taken it to a whole nother level. Bigger, crispier, and tastier.
They're big wings, and these are not little pigeon wings that you see some places when you go out.
Garlic wings?
No, I don't think I've ever had garlic wings before. These are absolutely delicious.
Garlic, Parmesan, buffalo wings.
Okay.
There's 10 to an order.
Wow, pterodactyl wing.
We're gonna go ahead and get them started.
And how hot's the fryer?
It's about 400 degrees.
And you go from raw all the time?
Always.
Okay.
Let them go for 14 to 15 minutes, because I like that skin to be crunchy when I get it.
Yeah, I want some crunch. And I also like to render down the fat inside.
You got it.
Okay, so when do we make the sauce?
We can start making it now while we're getting ready, okay? I measured about that much butter.
Butter.
This is fresh garlic that we chop in advance. Then a little grated Parmesan cheese. Then the buffalo hot sauce.
I like where you went with this. My mouth's starting to water already.
And now we mix it up.
Okay, are these bad boys ready?
I think so. Shake them up. I don't like them to stick together, which they sometimes do. Okay, let's grab our sauce. Dump them in there. So you want to give them flavor and coat them real nice. All right, we're ready.
And then you pour all that sauce on top?
Depends on how saucy you like them.
I'm saucy.
You're saucy, so just give it a little bit. I don't want to do too much.
Look at that. Great skin, great rendering down. Oh, good.
Good deal.
Super crunchylistic, cooked just how I like it. Look at that little nugget right there. See all the fried? You get the sweetness of the butter and the Parmesan cheese, a little bite of the garlic. I'd only kind of call it a hint of heat. That's a great mixture. Boy, is that good.
Your garlic Parmesan wings. Really tender, really crispy, which is really nice.
Good flavor, nice garlic, good Parmesan, nice meaty wing.
Single order wings. We like the wings, like everybody. It's an excellent place.
Bruiser, medium rare.
They put a lot more effort into their cooking.
Gentleman chicken.
Doesn't matter, it's all good.
Yeah.
This is their spot. Cheeseburger soup.
And every time we go to Grover's, it's delicious.
I'm so happy that you came, and I hope you enjoyed everything.
Very comfortable. You feel like home coming here.
Ladies, I gotta tell you, we've had a blast. I think when you come down here, you better bring an appetite. And that cheeseburger soup. So here I am, Buffalo, New York, about 5 miles northeast of Lake Erie, at a joint that was once a diner, and then changed into a Chinese restaurant. Well, then transplanted from Pennsylvania, and then turned back into a diner. And guess what? That's not even the amazing part. These guys are, well, they're curing their own ham, they're corning their own beef, and they're smoking their own bacon. This is Lake Effect Diner.
Pulled pork, the real deal. Red-eye gravy going down.
Kind of unique in Buffalo.
Barbecue meatloaf, an upscale version of the old classic.
Blueberry pancakes.
You can really taste the difference.
Are there a lot of diners in Buffalo?
Not too many.
Not like this.
A 50s legacy
2 sunshines in a glass.
that Tucker Curtin
Italian sausage.
and his wife Erin brought back to life.
Table 24.
We went looking for the diner car, and we were able to resurrect it and put it back into service again.
Now this joint is smoking for real.
Ready to rock and roll.
Everything from turkey to bacon
Oh, it's so good.
to ham. So a boneless pork leg, and you're gonna make your own.
We're gonna make our own ham.
I don't think on Triple D yet we've seen anybody make a ham.
This is old school curing. We'll start with our brine, okay? About a gallon of water, some dried cloves here, black peppercorns,
Dry mustard.
lots of dried mustard, light brown sugar, made right here in Buffalo, New York, maple syrup,
Yeah, boy.
sodium nitrate here,
Offers nice color.
and then kosher salt.
Okay, bring that to a little simmer.
Yes, we're gonna get that into a rumbling boil. And then we'll cut our ham in half for the cooled brine on top, and that's a 12, 14-day process.
And then it'll go to the smoker.
For about 3 hours. We'll also slow smoke the bones that we'll use in the stock for our red-eye gravy. Smoke those over mesquite charcoal, and we also burn apple and hickory woods.
Wow.
Sugars are starting to caramelize up on them.
Look at this. Just take a little looky-loo at that.
Isn't that beautiful? It's got that real maple.
Don't talk in the middle of it, just. And this is all for a breakfast item on a menu.
Correct.
A breakfast item.
One item.
One item. So now we take them, pop them in the oven, bring them up to about 145, finish the cooking process, take them out.
We got our bones, they're all smoked off. Got the fat nicely out of them. And now I'm gonna dump the pan juices in there.
Little mirepoix.
Carrot, celery, and onion.
Dig it.
Black peppercorn.
We are gonna be straining this.
Yes, we are. Some kosher salt. Frank's hot sauce.
Wow.
This is the secret to good wings. It's also the secret to good red-eye gravy. Brindle of fresh thyme, add some coffee to it.
Now how long will this sit there and simmer?
For about 3 hours.
Strain it, and then be ready to serve with the ham.
Correct. Got our ham right here.
Slice them up.
Get that going on the flat top with eggs and home fries.
Egg, baby.
A little bit of our red-eye gravy here. Let me get these eggs, some of our home fries, and our ham on there too. A little more red-eye gravy.
And I hope you're gonna say that. This is very flavorful, tender ham for sure. Like a side of ham with some ham. Being raised eating red-eye gravy, I've seen a lot of different variations. I do think that I would like to have a cup of red-eye gravy in a chug. Awesome, bub. Nice
Order
job.
up. Ham red-eye gravy.
Very good.
Very moist.
Everything is really fresh, really homemade.
95% of the things that you guys serve, you make
Absolutely.
from scratch.
Absolutely. Order up! Our customers deserve the best. If we have the ability to provide that quality food, it's our job to do it.
Favorites like stuffed potato pancakes, homemade sausage, and this one.
Fresh haddock, going Italian style.
You a big haddock fan?
I am. This is exactly the way I like it. The top of it has like a bruschetta.
So what are we making now?
We're gonna make some balsamic vinaigrette, which we're gonna add to our bruschetta, and we use that on our Italian fish.
All right, let's get started. What do we got?
We're gonna take some fresh thyme, put that in there, rosemary, a little Dijon mustard, balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna dump the rest of that balsamic vinegar in there. Slowly drizzle in our olive oil, vegetable oil.
Because you can cut it. It doesn't have to be.
You don't want too much olive. It's too pungent. A little pepper, a little kosher salt.
It's like making an Italian milkshake for a salad. Well, look at how much that tightened up. And that was just a little bit of mustard that did that.
Pretty tasty?
I'll take that any day.
All right. We'll set that aside, and then we'll start doing some bruschetta, all right?
Take it.
We're gonna use the Tomato King on the tomatoes, pour these out.
Well, you just do that. I don't want to stick it in and make it go.
You want to stick it? Here, put two of them. Now go slow with it, nice and steady. You don't want to just push it through too quickly because you'll end up with French fries. It's nice, huh?
Look what I made.
You did a nice job. You might be able to find some work for yourself. We'll take some fresh basil, some onion, chopped garlic, a little balsamic, a little salt and pepper to taste.
Have all their albums. So that's gonna be the topping on top of the Italian haddock.
Yes.
Where are we gonna go now?
We're gonna start this off with a little garlic butter. Sear a piece of fish on the flat top. We're gonna do some griddle mac and cheese here. I have some steamed broccoli. Then I take some fresh lemons and squeeze them on top. You know, our fish here. There we are.
Oh, it's nice.
We're gonna take some of our bruschetta product.
A little white wine to that.
Mac and cheese should be coming around. Steamed broccoli, marinara to lay it in. Take our fish, our bruschetta.
Yeah, look at that.
Parmesan cheese.
That's what you find in every diner, right? That's got great texture. The fish is mega tender. You got the fresh tomato with the bruschetta mix. Griddled mac and cheese. I'm a fan of the fact that you guys make everything from scratch, but you keep it simple. Way to go, chef.
All right.
Fantastic.
Italian fish, mac and cheese.
It's really juicy, and the mac and cheese.
On the flat top with the crunchy crunch?
Yes.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Italian sausage.
Classic diner feel, but it tastes more like a home-cooked meal.
Order up.
And this is real deal.
Yeah.
Qualified. Here's my stamp of approval. Ready? That's it.
We make people happy every day, and they do it one meal at a time.
BLT.
And we're gonna keep on doing it. Beef on wet.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you're still doing it with smiles on your face, and you're still married.
Welcome to the pit stop.
Steak panini in the window.
High-end food at a fast food price.
Teriyaki salmon salad ready to go.
Amazing Asian flavors.
Dribble down your chin. Yum.
Eggplant rollatini.
Really good Italian food.
All from high-end Italian chef Tony Rubano.
Little fresh mozzarella.
Where did you get your background in food?
Growing up in an Italian house in Brooklyn.
Then working joints all across Manhattan
Steak houses, lobster houses.
before bringing his own scratch-made menu
Spaghetti squash working.
to Long Island.
Everything's made to order.
From pasta
Penne vodka.
to salads
Grilled shrimp and scallop salad.
and serious sandwiches.
Picking up a Cuban sandwich.
Really, really good.
All right, what are we making, brother?
Gonna make a little pork shoulder. Sear it off for a hot Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
Get it nice and crispy. And then oil the top of the pork. Salt. And then a little pepper.
So you got fat, skin, pork, bone.
Yeah. So we're gonna sear this on as many sides as we can.
Okay.
Maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Pork-a-pock. Get a friend. Buy yourself a gigantic flat.
And now we're gonna get it into the stock pot.
All right. Do the voodoo that you do.
A little oil in a heated pot. Chopped onions are popped in there. And then chopped celery.
Okay.
Chopped carrots to finish up here. And we'll let these cook down for about 10 or 15 minutes. We're gonna go a little chicken stock.
You make your own chicken stock.
Make our own chicken stock.
Make everything from scratch.
Make everything from scratch.
Seriously?
Square. And then the crushed tomatoes. I'm gonna scoop this off the grill and pop them right into the stock pot.
How many of those will you make a week?
About a half a dozen to 8.
Really?
Oh, sure.
What are you gonna do with the sauce?
Now it's boiled for an hour. Now we're gonna put the pork shoulder and stock in the oven, 6 or 7 hours. Now we're gonna take it out of the oven.
Okay.
Let it cool there. You can touch it.
Bone wants to come out.
Then we just start to break her down.
So that's what you're looking for. Nice big strands. Don't need to do it. You'll have to do it for you. And you would like that.
So we're gonna take this shredded pork, we're gonna pop it on the flat top griddle, crisp it up a little bit.
I like it.
Yeah. We're gonna grab this panini, we're gonna cut them in half, and we're gonna top this with a little homemade honey mustard, and then fill the sandwich with some fire roasted peppers.
You roast those yourself?
We roast these.
Of course you do.
Pickles. I'm gonna grab my pork, nice long shreds in there.
How big is this sandwich?
It's huge. I'm gonna put some turkey.
I've never seen turkey on a Cuban. Which Cubans have you been hanging out with?
I don't know. Put some Virginia ham. It's really this big every day. Everything we do is big. It's the Big Apple. Then we got some Swiss.
If you put anything else on it besides the bread top, I'm leaving.
I think we're good. We're gonna pop it in the panini press.
Okay. How long is this gonna stay in there?
About 5 minutes. Let's open her up, pull it out. We'll give it a cut, and then we'll pop it on the plate here.
Home of the 6-pound sandwich. Come on down to pit stop. Pork's dynamite. The honey Dijon rocks. Love anything that's got red bell pepper in it. Good vinegar from the pickle, but the big calculation that makes this all tie together, the bread and the panini maker. That's really the kicker here. I mean, that is nice, crunchy. I mean, it's done right. Everything's melted in the center of it. I might recommend you have a good dental plan. Tasty sandwich. I'm here in Armory Square in Syracuse, New York. You see that joint right there? Shot Triple D there. It's called Kitty Hoynes. It's like the real deal Irish pub. And now I'm directly across the street. I mean, this is kind of like a Triple D double dip. This place here, I hear they make their own sauce, they make their own bread, and they make their own pasta. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
The pasta is homemade. You can just taste that fresh difference.
They have recipes that you can't get anywhere else.
Thanks to owner Karen Kortling,
Flatbread up.
who's been perfecting the menu since '82.
The restaurant was pretty much the genesis of downtown Syracuse.
Her latest creation? A full-service bakery right across the street, where she's cranking out killer French bread for the tomato oil and rolling out dough for a flatbread pizza topped with, get this, duck bacon.
It's really unique. There's nothing like it. Full of flavor. It's phenomenal.
All right, so give me the rundown. How are we doing this?
We're gonna do a rub first. We start with minced garlic, cracked pepper, sugar, fresh rosemary, fresh sage,
bunch of salt,
and
a little pink hair dye.
Pink salt. And I blend it all up. Now we're gonna put the rub on the duck.
How long are you gonna let this go?
7 days.
All right, so we're curing this duck is what we're doing. But we're really gonna be pulling the moisture out, which is gonna be great because that lends itself to when you smoke it, that it's gonna give it a chance to really tighten up and be nice and firm to make bacon, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, duck set to go. Smoker's ready?
Smoker's ready.
Skin side up?
Yep.
So that's gonna go hour and a half, lump charcoal and a little bit of apple wood.
Yep. Now that duck breast is off, we make a little pomegranate syrup just to add a little more flavor.
Okay.
Now we're gonna slice this bacon.
Nice and
Very
thin?
If,
So it'll crisp up a little bit. That might actually be sacrilegious to even put that on anything else.
Well, let's see it. Flatbread, we put a little garlic oil. Fresh mozzarella, so we like a lot of mozz on here. Dried cherries, you know, we like the sweet and savory. Caramelized onions. Our Humboldt Fog goat cheese.
Do you know why they call it Humboldt Fog?
No, I don't. I know it's foggy.
Do you see how I just distracted you while I ate that other piece of that duck, asking you random questions? So sly.
Why do they call it Humboldt Fog?
Humboldt is one of the most beautiful places in the world. But the crazy thing is we do get like this abundance. About as much fog as you just put on that pizza is the kind of fog we get.
Now, our smoked duck bacon.
In the oven for how long?
12 minutes.
And then we're gonna finish it in the salamander just to put a nice little crisp on that bacon on top.
That's right.
Woo! Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
That's the final little crisp on that.
Oh, we put a little more pomegranate syrup on it.
Of course we do.
A little cracked pepper.
Basil, parsley. The crust on this flatbread is righteous. So the bread has such great hue. The fresh mozz, tartness of that cherry, a little bit of funkaliciousness coming from that Humboldt Fog. Nobody takes the lead role except the duck bacon. It's probably one of the best duck dishes I've ever had. Yeah, you jackpotted on that one, girl. Wow.
Excellent.
Flatbread pizza's up.
It's probably one of the best pizzas I've ever had.
This is baller. It's awesome.
Baller's my word.
I've got the wicked chicken Riggies right here.
It's spicy, but with a great flavor. Can't be replicated. It's delicious. It's a central New York dish, our wicked chicken Riggies.
Time out. It's called Riggies?
Riggies or rigatoni. These parts, chicken Riggies rule.
Okay, let's start the Riggies.
First, we're gonna start with olive oil, garlic, sweet onion. And we'll just let that simmer for a moment. Then we go to our peppers. Yellow peppers, sweet red, green, a little jalapeno.
So this has got some spice to it?
Well, we call it wicked for a reason, you know? Oregano.
Red chili flake.
Cayenne.
The pepper to everything else ratio is starting to go up.
Salt. Dried basil and black pepper.
And next up, this beautiful tomato sauce.
Yep, this is our house tomato sauce.
What's this little?
Oh, that's the wicked.
This is the wicked?
That's the wicked.
How hot is that?
I'd say it's hot. It's chipotle peppers, chili peppers, chili spiced oil.
You're not joking when you call it wicked.
All right, cream. Let it simmer for 45 minutes, just to get all the pepper goodness in there. Add the sugar. Romano cheese.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We just went to spicy tomato Alfredo. Huh? Good way to explain
That'd
it?
be a good way to explain it.
So we let it simmer down?
Yep.
And next we'll work on what?
We gotta chicken it.
We're gonna chicken it?
We're gonna chicken it. Sliced chicken breast, little salt and pepper.
So the chicken's browned up nicely?
Yep. A few ladles of cream chicky Riggy sauce. Then I pour my Riggies in. Coat it all. There you go. Nice. And she's done. Garnish with locatelli cheese and green onion.
And that's Riggies.
Chicken Riggies.
Wicked chicken Riggies.
Winner, winner, wicked chicken dinner.
You know, not only have you beat me in the blonde department, the height department, but now you just rolled out winner, winner, wicked chicken dinner. That's an awesome dish.
I'm so glad.
Pasta's nice, not too much sauce, not overly spicy. A real simple dish, but quality ingredients made the right way, and it's a staple here at Possibilities.
That's right.
Love it. Riggies up.
A lot of restaurants try and have the chicken Riggies, but only a couple of them actually do it right.
You know, it's our favorite restaurant to go to, whether it's lunch, dinner, really anything. The food's always good, so we keep coming back.
Do you think this would be what it all came to?
I didn't know where I was going with this. I just love food, you know.
Well, it comes through really well.
Thanks.
As I do Triple D, this is what I'm trying to find. Everyday people making real handmade food, working with their family, working with their friends, working with their community, and doing what's right. Very proud of you. Congratulations.